This video was brought to you by Asia The Amazing Outdoors. Located in Woodridge, New York, you can enjoy the amazing outdoors in the Catskills. There's camping, ATV rentals, ATV riding lessons, guided ATV tours, and much more. Give them a follow on Instagram and shoot them a DM for inquiry. Or you can email them at asianewyork@gmail.com.
Yo, what is good, YouTubes? It's your boy Ray, and this is the Everyday City Carry. And today I have got a special guest, man. We've got fucking YouTube EDC royalty in the house. We got my boy Neeves Knives, Jared. What's up, bro? What's up, bud? Bang! Bang! Oh no, I did hear an echo just now. Bang! No, that's me. Bang! Oh, that's you. Yo, you have made it onto the soundboard.
That dude, I've made it. I've actually made it.
I've got you, Nick Shabazz, and JT's Knife Life. That's it.
What's Shabaz's?
Everyday City Commentary.
When he said my name wrong.
Everyday City Commentary.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to like just collect like different, you know, like sayings and stuff, but it's not complete yet. I could do like, I think 4 pages of it. So it's going to get pretty crazy. Like if we're on a live and Kelly says something crazy, I'm just go like this.
Stop the cap.
There you go. There you go. Stop the
But
cap.
dude, man, thank you for doing the show. This is a good way for us to catch up. I've been, you know, just watching your rise, dude. You hit 200,000 subscribers. That's insane.
Yeah, it is crazy, and it happens so quick. But you know, I'll say this, man. These are my favorite podcasts to go on. Is yours?
Oh, thank you.
I have the
bro.
most fun on yours, absolutely, and nothing against any other show or channel I go on, man. But me and you always have a blast, and I love it.
Yes. You know, I treat this podcast as a way to talk to people that I actually like. You know, I can't hang out with you in person. This is the closest thing that we can get.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the 200,000 subs things, man. Like, has that like changed your life at all? Like the way you operate on a day-to-day? I know you're a full-time content creator now. So like, have you gotten busier? Like, how has things been?
Obviously, definitely more companies are willing to talk to me now. They're willing to contact me. So that, and they were already, contacting me on the rise, but obviously it's much more now. But for me personally, nothing's changed. I mean, I'm just doing everything the same, but I have thought about my content and changing it a little bit to be better, because I hate the thought of somebody seeing my content and then looking at my sub count and thinking like, how the fuck did he get, like I want them to see, like, to it to represent myself well. So I'm trying to work on a little bit better content. But all in all, though, really not that much has changed. Just I'm busier, right? I'm constantly busy. I never stop. I'm always going, because I also don't want the growth to slow me down in a way. I don't want to take a pause. I don't want to feel like I really try not to even make it seem like I've done anything. I just, I'm grinding like I literally am trying to get to 1,000 followers still.
Yes. You know what's crazy that you say that is I've had these thoughts before. Where I actually started out as a cinematic guy, and then I just stopped doing it altogether, bro. Because even though I liked it, it wasn't valuable to go about it in that way. Like I feel like my talent is being a good communicator and speaker and being a unique one. Like I sound different from a lot of us in the knife community, you know what I mean? I'm a little spicier in the way I talk, definitely more New York. So I just went all in on that. And I've just done shorts, bro. Yeah. I think last week was the first time I did like actual videos. And I like doing them. I'm gonna start putting up more videos per day. But this strategy, if you were a small content creator trying to find your way, bro, shorts is the fucking unlock right now. If you want reach, because I went from 3,900 subs 7 weeks ago to 6,000 today. Just doing 4 shorts a day.
I don't know if you know this, but I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that. YouTube started doing, so they're doing a couple things differently, which one is before your shorts wouldn't reflect anything on your channel, meaning like if people constantly watched your shorts, that doesn't mean your full-length videos would get recommended to them. Now, if they enjoy your shorts and they watch your shorts, YouTube's now going to recommend your full-length videos to that person.
That's
so that's a
amazing.
win. That's a big win for us. So capitalizing on that is a major thing. There was one other thing that changed too. Oh yeah, this isn't good for a lot of channels, but they're going to start taking down any type of videos that could seem sexual. So like ASMR, if they're doing like sexual sounds, and they're gonna have like a human review it, and if they think that it's sexual, they're gonna take it down. Or
dude,
like
those channels are huge, bro.
There's so many of them too.
Like I jack off to them every night. Now I'm just playing.
Don't worry, your OnlyFans is still safe. It's just a YouTube one.
Shit.
But no, I do think you need to use the shorts to your benefit, but
yes,
you can't. I don't think you should put all your eggs there. And there's a couple reasons why. One, I was talking to somebody else about this, that if you do a lot of shorts, and I do think that their algorithm's going to catch up to this.
Oh, yes.
But I think right now, if you're doing a lot of shorts, YouTube's algorithm pushes your shorts more than your full length. If you do more full length and some shorts, they push your full length videos a little bit more than now. I think they're going to catch up to that. And maybe they have by now. I'm not sure, but I know I've talked to a couple other content creators that it hurt them because it wound up making their shorts really good, but then their full-length videos took a hit. But there's a way to do it. There's a balance. There's a way to do it.
It's always an and, not an or. People ask me, like, should you do full-length videos and long-form, like 1 hour long shows like this, or do shorts? And I'm like, it's always and. In this day of content creating, it's never or, it is and. Now, a lot of people flame me on TikTok, bro. A lot of people flame me on that, but most of my affiliate sales come from there.
Yeah.
Because like I dropped a video, right? And this is actually a question I had for you. You know, the crossbar lock hate, right? Because like, you know, I still get comments even on Instagram, even on YouTube, and especially on TikTok about this is a copy of a Benchmade, even though the patent fucking it died out fucking how long ago, bro? This is still a topic. But that video where I showed the drop bear with a Benchmade, I think it was the Grizzly Ridge, that video hit 147,000.
Good for
so
you,
that
man.
Amazon
That's
link, that Amazon link in my bio was like kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
no, that's awesome.
That's what I mean by it's never or, it should be and. I'm always trying to figure out a way to get to these other platforms that I don't use that much, even Twitter or Facebook. So this, when I do a live show, it's on Twitch, it's on YouTube, and it's on Twitter now too, live. I can't link it to Facebook for some reason. It gets fucked up. So I haven't figured that out yet, but I'm just trying to go on everything. And I know I'm still a small creator, but like something has definitely happened. Something has definitely happened. And things are like moved. You know, you told me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, you told me like, yo, get the green arrows, bro.
Yeah,
them motherfuckers are green for like mad long now, and like the subs are just coming in. You know, the subs are coming in, the love is coming in. And I took pieces of information that I got from you, you know, MC, Everyday Minimalist, like these guys that seem to know, even Bees Blades, bro. Like I watch Bees Blades. And I'm like, this motherfucker crushes live shows, dude.
Yeah, me and him talked a lot at Blade.
I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, you got to figure out like, because you're taking seriously now. Like you're talking about moving and doing it full time and all that stuff. So if
I'm
you're
full
gonna do that,
I quit my job, bro.
Dude, good for you, because now that leaves you no back door. You have no escape, right? You have to fucking succeed. And I think that's a good thing to do to a man. Like give him no other options, right?
Yeah, bro.
You're either gonna, you know, find your kill or you're gonna die. Right?
Yes.
So I think that's a good thing. Now the question is how can you see everything? And also you got to do it in a way that's positive and in a way that doesn't make you look bad. And I say that in a way because you want to be honest. Like all the places that send me things and that I review and test and everything, every single one of them are told that I'm going to be honest with it. And I am. I did get some smoke for a video I recently posted.
Which one?
So the USA Schrade one. So
that is one of the things on the docket, bro.
So we'll talk about that in a second. We can talk about that in a second. But what I was going to say, though, is you got to figure out where to capitalize the best. Like you were talking about with the shorts, right?
Yeah.
If you can do shorts and you can possibly use things that you can link in the shorts,
yes,
then that's going to be a win-win. Because like you can, like I always say, I always link the things at the top comment. I do that because everybody
I got that from you. I got that from you, bro.
Even it's not even that. Like when I first started it, it wasn't
people
even that,
want
like,
it there. They asked for it.
there.
Yeah.
Bad because I don't have enough time to tell you everything I have in the video. Like, because sometimes I'll be sharpening, so I'll have strops, stones. If I named everything in the video, I would literally only be naming the things in the video.
Exactly.
60 seconds. So I don't have time. So I can just pin them at the top comment, and then you can check them out and see what the names are, the prices, and all that stuff. But yeah, so to me, like with the shorts, if you're gonna do them, because they don't generate much revenue.
Now, they do not. In terms of money. One interesting thing though is they do have the YouTube Shorts Fund.
Yeah, I've been paid twice by it.
Yeah, so Everyday Minimalist, not gonna disclose the number. He said I got pretty fucking paid like 1 month.
So they gave me, I'll disclose it. They gave me $140 twice.
Yeah.
So off of, but that was like for a month. I think it might have been $200. It was under $200, but it was right around there, a little under $200, I think the first time, and then like $140 something the second time. And I was surprised I got it the second month because they gave it to me the month before, which I thought it was random, but they gave it to me. So I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Because when I looked at my shorts revenue, I don't make nothing.
Yeah. You don't.
Like, I'll make like $15 on like something that has like 2 million views. So
yeah.
So the best way for me to capitalize on those is to use links when I can. Yeah.
I actually my goal is actually to do 4 a day with 1 YouTube video a day. Is like what I'm trying to do, because right now I'm in this growth mode, right? You know, if I'm in the 100,000 range, maybe I'm not gonna post 7 days a week anymore. That's what I'm doing right now because I am trying to go right now. You know what I'm saying?
7 days a week. I think
I'm going crazy. You know, and I'm not going crazy. I mean, I'm like working really hard to achieve these goals. Like
the time, I don't think you don't need to do, like, sometimes I will skip a video that because normally I do 2 videos a day. But sometimes I will skip one because I'm working so hard on one to be a little bit better than the other ones. And that's where I'm saying like that I want to start doing a little bit better. I want to start putting a little bit more time and effort into a video. So maybe instead of 2 videos a day, it'll be 1 video a day. Or maybe I won't post one day, but the next day it'll be a banger. You know, like it'll be something that not only I know will do good in the algorithm and that everybody will love, but I'll put a lot more effort into it. So the detailing and just everything will be there and on point. And it'll be, because there are certain videos and I know the videos. That's the thing. I know the videos that'll do good in the algorithm, and I could do
5
them every
random
day.
Knives.
Right. So stuff like that, where even like anything related to where there's multiple and it's like crazy sounding, like great, tops, best,
budget crushes too,
strongest, toughest, craziest, interesting,
even budget, right? Like budget crushes too,
affordable, especially if it's like something like the best affordable, you know, things like that. But
I try to use those words because of you, man.
Good, you should, you know what I mean? But make sure you're honest about it. That's the thing. Like, make sure that you truly think that what you're saying in that video, and that's where it gets tough.
Yeah, I've been lucky that everything that I've gotten, I do actually like. I haven't gotten a knife in the past 7 weeks where I was like, "This is trash, bro." You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, let's talk about the Schrade thing now.
Yeah. All right, so I actually only skimmed that video. I didn't look at the comments. But I wanted to ask you like what you thought. Like, you know, you said in the video that they're bringing production back to the USA.
Yeah, they have like 3 different things. So they have like a beta class, an alpha class, and their alpha class is going to be USA made stuff. So they brought some of their line, not all of it. Some is still made in China, but they're bringing some of it back to the USA. And then they have some that where their parts are sourced, but they're trying to keep jobs and get jobs in the USA, so at least they can assemble them and tune them here. So some of the parts will be overseas, but then they'll be built here. But then they have other ones that are 100% here.
Yeah. I mean, it's still better than the alternative of not
It
being
is.
built here. Wait, hold on a
But-
second. I think I got. Hold
Yeah,
on.
go ahead.
Right.
But anyways, to the audience, it doesn't matter. Like, it's great that they're bringing it back to the U.S., but they have to still hold themselves to a standard of which it's good quality. You can't just slap USA on there and expect people to pay extra, right? So it does become ridiculous when you're making a knife in the USA and charging an obscene amount for a knife that somebody could get overseas for a quarter of the price, and then sometimes even in the USA for the same price but a lot better. And it does wind up putting them in a position to where they might be bringing stuff back to the US, but it's shit. So I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. This will probably be edited, but just in case if he doesn't edit it and he does leave it in, I guess I'll just keep talking. I actually have one of those right here.
So.
I was sitting there talking.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, you can edit it out.
I'm gonna try these right now.
What is that?
I wonder if I can. These are
What is
like some RGB. Oh, I can't. They gotta set them up and shit. Oh, we're back, by the way, guys. My doorbell rang. It was Amazon. They always come when you least expect it. No, I'm trying to achieve more of like a Times Square-ish kind of look. You know, being here, I want like maybe like some purple RGB background, maybe reddish, something like that.
Yeah.
It's very tough to do it in this room. This room is really small. That's why the lighting in here is just better than average, I would say. You know,
my
what I'm
little
saying?
space is pretty small too.
Yeah, I mean, you got a nice like little setup though. When I watch your lives, you have some depth, like especially when you zoom out and you see the back. You have that little the thing with the cubby holes and stuff.
But I put up moving blankets all around right here, so I literally built an office out of, or a studio out of moving blankets. It's in the corner of a basement, is what it is.
I would literally do the same thing. I gotta be honest, man. It's like
I gotta do. I started with laundry baskets and books. I put the camera up on top. Our first, that's how I think our first live stream was. We literally had a phone on top of laundry baskets.
You gotta use what you have, man. That's one thing that I could advise people. Like the good gear and all that stuff comes later. It's not like, I mean, some people do start with it right away, but most people don't, you know. So
if you can, you've already, you know, you got a leg up. So
yeah, exactly.
But going back to the straight thing,
yeah.
So I'll go into the details of how I came about them, but in the video, I said I wasn't going to pull any punches, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like I did, but I did feel like I was trying to be nice about it, right? I don't want to be a dick. I also don't want them, you know, I don't want to shit all over them. And then at the end, they're like, fuck making things in the USA. We're going back to, you know what I mean? I also don't want that to be the result, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be nice, but I'm also calling out everything I see. Now, you also have to remember that I did not know the prices off the top of my head. I'm unboxing it. This was my first impressions. Now, I had seen the prices like a month earlier, but I didn't remember them. But so when I said I wasn't going to pull any punches, everybody in the comments roasted me, man. You were pulling punches. You weren't, you know, you didn't give it to them. If they were another company, you would have, you know, all this and that. And, you know, I obviously, a lot of people obviously felt that way. So I can't take that away. So it must have appeared that way. However, I don't think I was. I think I was just being nice about it. And it seemed like that like there's a difference in me calling something out and saying I'd rather it be this way, and me saying, come on, Shred, you got to do better than that, right? Like there's a difference there. Maybe I should have to some extent acted like that a little bit, but yeah, they're right, man. The commenters are right. The prices were fucking outrageous. The quality for the prices were outrageous. Just because it's USA made, that doesn't give you a pass on quality. You can't say, oh, it's USA made. That's why it costs so much. I can get knives in the USA for the same price with 5 times better build quality and double the materials, right? Like, I can literally reach right now and grab a USA made knife, full titanium, and S35 Vietnam for around the same price they were trying to sell you something with steel liners. Do you know what I mean? Like,
true.
Like it is something to where like I don't know. I don't want to say it's a cash grab. I don't know their overhead. I don't know exactly all the details or their OEM that they're using in the USA. But when you base it on other USA products or other USA knives, it's still overpriced. And then when you look at the build quality and the corners that they're cutting, it's like, why would somebody pay that?
Yeah.
So, and I get it. And they've seen it. They've seen it through the video. Like, man, this is crazy. But you also got to remember, though, in the video, I didn't know the prices.
Yeah, and you're
You know,
unboxing it.
I'm unboxing it. Right.
Yeah. I think that's sometimes I like learning about what we're into. You know what I mean? I like learning about knives, and sometimes things stick in my mind, but usually they don't. And I'm very upfront about it. And I think that's worked to my benefit because,
Mhm.
you know, if you just want to be chill and like, you know, hear what my opinion is on a knife in like the most casual manner, right? I think that people will watch my stuff. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Mhm.
because you are so knowledgeable, bro, like people just think so highly of your opinion. And I think with
I
the
appreciate that.
subscriber count too, it's like, you know, you definitely have to be careful because what you say is really powerful now.
Yeah,
Right?
because yeah. You're held to a different standard, which I want to be. I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be held accountable, and I respect everybody's opinion on how they feel about what they see. Sometimes, obviously, it's bullshit, and you don't know what you're
Oh, yeah.
talking about. But in many cases, they do know what they're talking about, and they do understand, and they can see through the bullshit. And that's why I always say, man, like you can make money doing whatever you want, but you have to have integrity because they'll see through that shit. You can't try to sell somebody a piece of shit and expect them to buy it and then not like call you out later if it's crap or stop listening to you. So if
Yeah.
you want them to take you seriously and you want them to respect your opinion on a product, you better be fucking talking the truth because
Yeah.
otherwise it will show. But yeah, this knife right here I got, this is the Truex. This is one of the shredded knives. $200 for
Oh,
this. I think this was, I said the other one, the one that's going for 250. It was a carbon
man, that's
fiber.
$200, bro.
This one's 200. Yeah.
Is it good?
S35. Okay, so there's two knives that were the best ones. This is, I said in the video that the other one I thought was the best one. I'm starting to lean towards this one might be the best one, but
Yeah.
either way, both of them are about the same build quality. The build quality is decent, right? It's pretty good, but the materials don't reflect $200. You have
Yeah.
a steel deep carry clip that belongs on a budget knife, regular G10, a steel liners, and a crossbar lock. This is, even in the USA, no more than
What's the
$120.
blade steel on it?
S35. You can get
Okay.
magna cut
Yeah.
from Hogue for like $140. Yeah, it has FRN, but they're
Yeah.
selling you could get the 20 CV and G10 for like $150.
Yeah.
So come on, right? And their
Yeah.
build quality is better than this. So their grinds, all of that. So it's just more refined and everything. And then there's a lot of other companies doing, a lot better for the price. So if I would have seen the price, if I had it in my head, I definitely would have probably said something like, holy cow, this is way too overpriced. But I didn't
Yeah.
have it in my head,
It's an unboxing video though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah. And I
saying?
had seen the price like a month before that, but
Yeah.
I didn't remember.
Dude, I can't even keep up sometimes with what's coming in, and I'm at a much smaller scale. So sometimes I unbox something and I don't know what's in it, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Oh,
those
for sure. I
unboxing
do it all the time. Yeah.
ASMRs that I hope
Mhm.
YouTube doesn't take down because that's like what generates the most views. Sometimes if I'm taking it out the USPS box, like I don't know what's in there. I'm just getting that initial reaction and
Yeah.
getting it on camera in that 15-second window.
Mhm.
But that's why at least for me, like I follow it up with like still a short breakdown, and then what I'm trying to do is do a full YouTube video. Like if I did, like for example, this Vist Blade Works thing, right? I don't
Mhm.
know if you've ever tried this one. You know, $69, denim micarta. It's cool, right? When I unboxed it this morning on Good Morning EDC, like I thought it was cool, but there's certain things now that I notice now. Like when I'm in the moment, I'm like, I'm not really in reviewer brain. I'm in like, wow, this is so cool, a new knife brain. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I played around with it for a day, I'm like, oh shit, there's lock stick on here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Things
like,
do
wait a
come
minute.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. Now that I flipped it a bunch, I'm like, lock stick, you know?
And the opposite thing can happen. You can open it up and it might have a hint of lock stick. And then
Yeah.
30 seconds after you turn off the camera, it goes away.
Yes, yes,
You know?
definitely. Yeah,
So,
so I don't know, maybe do a follow-up or something, but then you would crush them though, wouldn't you?
oh man, yeah.
Probably best to not do that then and just
Yeah,
address it on a live or
I
something
mean,
like
some
that,
people would
right?
say some people would argue that I should do it, and they'd probably be right. Now, this is the thing. Do you want them to stay in the USA? Do you want them to continue making
Yeah,
USA made products? I think that since this is their first their toes dipping in the water, I
yeah,
think we should give them a little bit of leeway and give them an opportunity to refine.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, they did put it out for review for a reason, and I told them I was going to be honest, and they said
yeah,
that was good. They wanted it. They wanted me to be honest,
yeah,
and I was. I called everything out.
yeah. Are
I
you gonna
did.
review the knives separately?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, if I did, this is the thing: is I have so much coming in. I have to pick and choose my battles,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because reviewing a knife in full takes a lot more time than me just doing an overview or something like that. Like, and I try to be real about it. You know, I sharpen them, I test them, I do all this.
Yeah.
I can't do that with every knife that comes in. If I did that, you guys would never see videos. So in order for me to continue content, I do basically small testing instead. I'll do like a fast five. Fast five means I've used it. You know, I might have sharpened it. I've cut with it, but I haven't sat there and carried it for a month straight or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't sit there and beat on it. So it's a fast review, right? But if I do a full review on one of them, it'll be just one, not all of them. If I did do it.
What knives, what did you carry today? I should have asked you that at the very beginning, but since you're like my homie, we just talk fucking forever.
I got the Ferrum Forge Aloris.
Ooh,
I love this knife, man. This knife is so
nice.
good. 20 CV, full titanium frame lock. We is the OEM.
That looks
It's a
sick.
sandwich construction, so there's no
Yeah,
backspace. The
I
two
like that.
sides just sandwiched together. I really like it because it's so easy to reverse flick it. I wish it
Wow.
had a hole, and I might even put a hole deployment in it because it's so good. But yeah, this is an
Wow.
awesome one.
Sounds really, really snappy. I've been carrying that this thing. This is what I've been carrying today and messing around with. That's when I noticed the lock stick. I was like, oh shit, I should have mentioned that.
How do you like those?
When I first saw it, I was like
Mhm.
really attracted to it. I was like, oh shit, this gets the EDC boner going. You know what I'm saying? It looks
Is it
like
your style?
yeah, it looks kind of like a Jesper Voxnays Jens Anso type
Yeah, it
blade,
kind
and
of
it's
does.
not.
Yeah.
The
I know.
guy's the guy's last what's his name? His last name is Lundquist. I forgot his actual not Justin.
Justin?
A
Oh.
different one, a different
Oh,
Lundquist.
really?
And on the live show, I was like, are these two brothers, bro? And I didn't look into it further, but it's
And they're not.
cool. It's cool because like there's just something about it. The way that you have to hold this thing, like there are faults with it. You ever got a knife where you're like, okay, there's a lot of fucked up shit on here, but I like it anyway?
Yeah, I've had a
That's
bunch of
this
those.
thing. Cause like this jimping is right here,
Yeah.
but my hand, and I have small hands, my hand lands right here.
Right.
So I don't know how you would do this comfortably.
But that's
Now,
just for the front flipper though, right? Is that what it's for?
probably, I would say
Yeah.
so. So this is
Yeah.
actually the better grip for this, and this is the traditional, right?
Yeah.
Traditional grip.
Hmm.
When you grip it like this, though, this thing is comfy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I don't usually cut stuff this way. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's just me.
I
And
had one
the
in. I
lock
had
stick
one in,
too.
and yeah, it's not my style either. I had
Yeah.
one in. I didn't like the lock bar access. Not that it was a bad knife or anything. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah. The simplicity of it makes it easier for me to want to carry it in New York City is what I'm saying, because I just don't know what they're gonna tackle me for. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you about that, but
Yeah.
before that, I want to say I do think it's important for us reviewers to get bad things on the channel, because you can't, like, say if you make 100 videos, or you have 100 knives through the channel, you can't expect to have 100 out of 100 be amazing, right?
Yeah.
There's gonna be some shit. And if you're not critical enough to find bad knives or poorly built, poorly executed, whatever, the people are not going to trust you.
True.
So that's why when you do find one that is shit, call it out, because it's your opportunity to prove that you're being honest.
You know what's I think it's I mean, I have not gotten actual bad ones in the past 7 weeks that I've been doing this full time. Thank God. Even the budget stuff, I have like some
But
budget
you
knife.
want them, I'm telling you. Not that you're praying for anybody to have a shit knife, but I'm saying it's not a negative for you. It doesn't reflect negative on you. It reflects negative that, of course, there's going to be some shit knives, and good thing you found it. You're helping them not waste their money on it.
I'm a lot more critical when things are like over the $150 price point. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, these Rosecraft Blades things. I don't know if you check these out.
I tried those at Blade Show.
Like this one, right? Like at first I was like, this is stupid, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then I held it like this, right? And I broke down a carton box where you have like 6 gallons of water, like the little jugs. So those are thick, right? And I was kind of like this, and I was like, you know what though? Like the budget knife market, everyone plays it safe, and they didn't do that here. And for someone who only plays around at this price point, this might be fun for them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like
that's a Swags design, by the way, right?
Yeah. It's fucking weird, bro. Like their knives, like I have to say
cutting
this about
edge
them.
To handle ratio is like
it's like you want to use the knife this way. It's like they intended for you to do this.
Only
so if
one
you
way
want
to
a
use
small blade with a nice like curvy handle that's you're gonna hold this way, this is the one, and you're not gonna.
I gotta say,
a
it
little
kind of
money.
speaks to me a little bit.
You know what I mean? It's fucking
I did
weird.
check it out at Blade Show, and I thought it was like the coolest one on the table. I really did.
Like, and then they have this fucking little chunk thing, and I'm like, there's no reason for you to make this thing this thick, but they did. And like, for someone, I would say this, right? For someone that's kind of like a little more uninitiated than us in knives, like would think this is fire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I posted this on TikTok and it crushed. Like everyone is like, oh, that's, because all they do is open packages, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they just want a nice thick folder with, I have to say this, the fit and finish on this one in comparison to this one, when you get Finch knives, and you're like, holy shit, why is this over $100?
Yeah, but then you get it and you're like, wow, this is good quality.
The fit and finish is fucking good.
Yeah.
I feel the same with this. Yeah. Like it might be a really outrageous design, but when you hold it in your hand, right, you've got like nice contouring on everything. It's a $54 knife, I think 56. And you have all these nice little, fit and finish features that you normally don't get on a knife. Now, is it the most practical thing? No, it's like really heavy. It's really thick, and some people want that, and when I recorded the video, which I'm gonna release, it's like a little overview type thing. I actually say that, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying you should go out and get this, but if you wanted to spend $56 on something that is like ridiculously thick for no reason, and it's a warning, like it's a fun one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if it was a knife that was like $200, I would probably slam it a little more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you got to know your audience for each thing, right? Like,
yes.
I personally know, like say if I have a $23 knife, right, and I'm doing a video on it, I know who that's not for, right?
Yeah.
Like I know the guys out there buying $250 knives every week, and that's what they buy. They don't give a shit about that.
They don't look at petrified fish.
Right. The audience that's for is somebody on a really tight budget and is trying to get the best for their money, right? They're looking for an actual tool that they're going to use at work, or even if they're just going to fidget with it and just have it as an EDC knife, they're looking for the best bang for their buck. So I try to look at the knife and overview it or review it for them specifically. I'm not trying to sell it to somebody who buys $200 knives. I'm trying to tell the person that it is in that market, is it good for you or not? And I think if you understand that, then that's the best way to go about it. Because you got to think, man, there's a way more people that buy $20 to $30 knives than
Yes.
there is people that buy $200 knives.
I think that's why
So
Bees Blades is crushing it, bro, because he
it
only does
absolutely
budget.
is. It
And like,
absolutely is. Yes.
you know,
It has
he's like
nothing to do with
repping
him.
those
It's all
people.
about the budget knives. I'm
Yeah.
joking.
You know,
killing
which
it.
budget brand actually, like, do you think is the best right now?
There's actually there's
Like
3.
Sencut, QB, Petrified.
Well,
I mean, QB
Sencut
does
for
higher
sure.
end stuff now too. So
Sencut for
Petrified
sure.
Fish. What do you have?
Petrified Fish, but
Sativians and all that.
Sativian, Ganzo.
Yeah.
Ganzo, honestly, to be honest, 100%. Fuck all the haters and everything else. They're the best bang for your buck under $30.
Damn.
If you they are like the 922, the FH41, all the Firebird series FHs, they knock it out of the park. I mean, like no detent lash, good access to the lock bars. The action is like Shuro Goroff type action.
Bro,
like,
what the fuck is detent lash, by the way? I keep hearing people talk about
that's
it.
where
and
when
like,
it's closed,
Yeah.
closed,
Yep.
you can shake the blade a little bit. It moves in and out. And the reason why is the hole for the detent ball is bigger than the detent. And sometimes it'll have just a little tiny bit. But what happens is over time, that little bit gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it gets to the point to where while it's closed, you can literally go like this and you'll hear it rattling like that. You'll hear it rattling.
I learned something today. You
Yeah,
see what
that's
I'm saying,
very important.
bro?
You know why that's so important though?
Yeah.
Is because that is one of the most difficult things to fix for like us. Like so many different things. Like say if you have a weak detent, I can tell you how to fix it.
Yeah.
Say if you have too strong of a detent, I can tell you how to fix it. I can tell you how to fix a lot of different things in your knife. But detent lash is one of the most difficult, and you're probably not going to be able to fix it.
Wow.
Sometimes you can, because sometimes it's just a little bit of tuning, but most of the time you're fucked.
So we talked about the crossbar lock thing. I know you're on the side of like let innovation be innovation, right?
Yeah, well, because I mean, a lot of companies are using it now.
I know, dude.
It's a crossbar lock. Get off of it because it doesn't matter. That goes for anything that any company patented at one time and did not renew their license or whatever the hell it's called for them to continue that. You know,
I wonder why they didn't.
Open market.
I wonder why they didn't.
I think they didn't care. I think they literally figured that why not let other companies use it? I don't think they wanted to put the money into it anymore. And they just, obviously they didn't have so much passion about keeping it to themselves.
Yeah.
That, you know, they knew what would happen. Right. And like Kara's saying in the background right now, it's not like they don't use things that other companies started with.
Yeah, word. They got the holes and all that shit.
Right.
Do you have any like new knife companies or maybe new brands, even the small ones like, you know, Null Knives or Vero, like that people should be watching out for right now?
Definitely Null Knives. Man, there's a lot of them actually.
These little small guys, right?
Yeah,
the little small batch guys.
Yeah, Null Knives is a designer that is going places. Same thing. What? Yeah, well, Vosteed, that's a small company.
Bro, Null Knives from the Bronx, baby.
Is he?
Yeah. I got to check out the Voodoo, and I fucking loved it, man. I was like, whoa, this is fucking cool.
The guy who does the Zero, that's another guy. He's going
Zero.
places.
Wait, which?
I'm trying to think of the name. I'll find it. But Brian Winters is another one.
Oh yeah, dude, he is like the mad scientist.
I got something to show you. I'll reveal it here.
Yeah.
What?
Winter Blade Co. is so sick, man. I got to check out the Factor. I got to check out the custom one. Dude, amazing.
I'm gonna get my hands on that new one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Designs.
Mr. I heard of him from, I think it was Everyday Minimalist.
Check this out. I just got this today. I literally just unboxed it right before it went live.
Yeah.
It's a magnetic. You might have seen it before, but it's a magnetic gravity knife.
What?
So now
what?
Right here is magnets, and they are like strong magnets to watch us. Like it's really strong, and then it swivels around. kind of like a bally, and then locks in right here, and it's strong, dude. These magnets.
That
and now it's locked. It's
is
literally
so sick,
until you
bro.
break the magnets, and
What the
yeah,
fuck is
pretty
going
cool.
on, dude?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. The only thing is it doesn't have a clip. That's the only thing.
Damn, that is amazing, bro.
Yeah, I
That
thought it
is
was pretty cool.
amazing. Yo, that is so cool. So does it even count as a Bali though, or it doesn't?
I don't know. I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know, because since the magnets kind of lock it, I mean, it is. I mean, if you break the
It
magnet,
is a gravity knife though, right?
it is a gravity knife for
Yeah.
sure. So I don't know how that.
But you did the one. You did the 1, 2, 3 to fucking.
Yeah, no,
I just
you
saw it.
can.
I just saw it.
Spin it around for sure. You can.
That's
But
awesome.
when you actually do it though, a lot of times you're gonna, especially when you first get it, you're gonna just two-hand it like this, because it does. It gets. You gotta get used to. Say you gotta get used to it.
Just fucking
There's
stabs
no
himself
clip.
again.
There's no clip to hang on to, so
Yeah.
it's slick
Yeah.
and it's smooth.
So sick.
You got to be careful with it for sure.
Did he just send it to you?
No,
It's
I
like,
bought
yo,
it. I seen it.
How much
somewhere
was
and I
it?
bought it. I don't even remember.
God,
I don't even know what steel it is, dude. I seen it and I was like, I gotta have that. I don't even know what steel it is. I gotta look up details on it.
It looks fucking awesome,
because I do that a lot. Like, so I spend a lot of money on knives a month, and I do. But what I do is I look for particular things that I think will do good, like that people would like to see. And because I have companies that send stuff to me, so what I search things that I think that will do well, that people want to see, they need to see, they want to get, whether it's good deals or, and I could reach out to the companies and ask them, but sometimes it's like I want to get it on the channel so fast that I don't even have time. Like I'm like, I got to get this now because the deal is now, or there's some in stock now, or whatever. And that was the way this is. So
do you ever sell your knives?
So I have sold knives, I've traded knives, I mostly give away. 99% of any knife.
Would you, if there was an really easy way to do it?
I mean, I got knives here right now that I'm selling for somebody else. So I do knife sales, and then I make a kickback off of it. But like eventually I'm going to open up a knife sale to my patrons, and they're gonna have first dibs on it. And the thing is, though, they're gonna have it for a discount, and then whatever they don't buy is gonna be open to the public, but it's gonna cost more money.
So this is the first sponsor that's worked with me that was like, yo, we're gonna sign with you for a month. This is the first one. And like paid me decent and everything. And I really believed in what they were doing. So I don't know if you've heard of Navsale.com. They are like an eBay specifically for EDC gear. And like, dude, and it's like perfect for content creators actually, because what I would do is, like, for example, I wanted to sell my Kaiser Begleiter XL, not a big money item. It's like $98. I sold it for like, I think 50 shipped, because the blade, the stonewash was like coming off a little because of like, just from use and cleaning with alcohol and shit like that. Right. So I gave it, I just wanted to try it. Right. So I made a video on it, listed it. And what's cool about listing things on this website is like, that the person who made it is a knife person, because like you go on it, you choose what it is, knife, like EDC gear or whatever. Then you choose like the steel. All the steels are listed there. Like,
Shit. I've never heard of this. This sounds awesome,
bro. And then you choose the scale options, all the scale options in there. And this is how you really know that they're like in the know. You choose the brand as well, and all the fucking brands are on there.
Do you have a link to them in the bottom in your description?
I do. It's just Navsale, like NAF, like Ben Banter's
but
NAF.
I'm saying you have an affiliate link or something, right?
So I do not have an affiliate link with them. What they did was they paid me up front for a month of advertising, which is the first time I've ever done it. And I'm like, I'm doing a lot for them though, because like when I put the knife up on TikTok as well, and they were like, he was like, bro, we got a lot of sessions on that. Like a lot of people came, you know what I mean? So
no, dude, that's amazing. We literally just haven't even been paid yet. Just got our first sponsor like that, where they pay you.
So I really believe in what they're doing, but here's the crazy part.
Yeah,
Okay? Here's the crazy part. So, a person bought this bag lighter XL, right? And then they do the label for you. This motherfucker was from Canada. All the customs forms filled, bro. You don't have to do shit. Everything is filled for you as a seller. Now, it is insured in a separate way as well. The seller is protected and the buyer is protected. So if you don't get your knife as the buyer, like something happened, it's lost en route, you're getting your money back. Same with this. It's like perfect. I would say at least, even for regular folk that just want to sell their knives, and I know this thing is going to get big, it's perfect for content creators that are in the EDC community because you always have stuff you want to offload.
I'm surprised I haven't heard of them. This is the first time
they just started last month. Nick Shabazz consulted with them and tried to test their website out. That's actually why I signed with them, because Nick gave them, they're really good folks. So when I got on the call with the guy and he told me what it was, and then I got on the website, it was so easy to list. I did everything on my phone. I didn't even have to go on the computer.
That's awesome.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
Badass.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, look, man, I believe in what you're doing. I think if everything goes well with me, I think the other creators are probably going to fuck with you because it's awesome. Like, there's no weird feeling like when you list things on eBay or something, because you feel right at home there. When you get on there, there's like, and the website is done extremely well. It's not some bullshit like template website that they got from Shopify. The guy built it from the ground up. Definitely check it out. Shameless plug, but actually really, really good, because I thought it would be useful for you. I'm telling some of my buddies about it because you have knives that you want to offload easily, and it gets sold right away. Like, dude, I sold 3 knives on it already.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah,
I think
it's fucking
the
crazy.
guy it's genius. It's a really good idea. And I've thought about things like that too. Like like, man, that'd be such a cool thing to have. I know I've thought about that a few times, and like I said, I've done knife sales on here, you know, where I make a little kickback. But it's honestly, it's not worth it for me.
Yeah, the time, right?
The time, the effort, the everything. It's a frustrating deal for me. And I don't even know in the end if I wind up making money, to be honest. I almost feel like in the end, like it's just a waste for me. But I've done it, you know, and I've helped people out. Because it's one thing if it's like 1 or 2 knives, but it's another thing when it's 47. You know,
but that 47 turns into like a pretty decent amount of cash that you put into something else.
Right. And if you are tight, like you're tight on cash and you're needing, see, there's so many things like that I can do, but I have to weigh the options, right? I have to weigh the options of like, where am I going to make more money? Because I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Like when it comes to money and things like that, like everybody is out to make money. Like if you're working your job, your career or whatever, you have to look at what you do and figure out if it's worth it for you to do this job or that job, especially like a construction worker. So you have to do the same thing. So I hate when people look at like me, you know, making money doing this and like making it seem like there's a conflict of interest or something if I'm weighing my options and stuff like that of where I can make the most money or lose money. So I shouldn't do that. So I think that's just foolish.
I do think that it seems like they want us to be starving sometimes.
I don't think, you know, I just don't think they're your friends. That's all I think. That's all
I think the people that are really down with the channel, like
succeed,
they don't want you, like my core group of Everyday City Carry, like you guys know who you are. Like they want me to like, bro, we want you to get 1 million subs and fucking, you know, live in a big house with Kelly and have babies and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
hitting home run shots, right?
Yeah, like they want you to do that. It's like
when you really care about somebody, that's what you want for them. You want to see them hit home runs constantly.
Yes.
But when you look at them and it's like you are critical over every little thing, and it's like you literally are critical to the point to where you would make them less successful. You would make them fail if they listen to your advice and your criticisms. That you're not a friend, you know. So
I have a question about shopping, right? Like, how do you shop for knives? How do you find these deals? Do you, because I know you've been putting up deals lately, like for the Reich stuff, Max Ace and things like that. How do you find them? Do you like wake up in the morning and you're like, yeah, I'm just going to check Life Center, Blade HQ and stuff? Is that like
I do that, but then also people tip me.
Yeah.
they contact me and they leave me DMs and they say, hey man, this thing just ended up here, and I'll be like, all right, cool. And so I'll go over there and grab it. And certain sites I'm affiliated with, like I just recently got Blade HQ finally. So anything I can find that's on Blade HQ, I can also use an affiliate. Same thing with GP Knives.
I need to get links with them, bro. I don't have links with them right now.
Well, you want to get share a sale, so get that. Get that. And once you get that, you can. There's a lot of companies that use that.
Oh, there is.
Oh, dude, most companies.
I have affiliate Lee and like Dovetail and all that shit. I'm gonna get that next.
Yeah, get share a sale. That is very important, because then you can also look through them and find because there's certain percentages, you know, and you can figure out which ones are the highest percentage.
I had a long talk with MC about these percentages thing. He was, you know, and I've talked about this before. Fucking stand up dude, bro. Because
Metal Complex?
Yeah, like
dude, yeah, he's the best, man.
So I was like talking to I was in the elites group chat. And I was like, I don't want to knock on him, but like the elites are you guys now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I was in there and I was like, this is when things started to really change. And I was like, bro, I was like, guys, I fucking did 600K views in 28 days. And this is like, amazing. I was still at around 4,000 subs. And then MC was like, what is this, YouTube? And I was like, yeah, I did fucking these cringy shorts, man. They're working, man. You know, like this is when I was still experimenting.
That's awesome.
And he set me aside and shot me a DM and he's like, bro, do you have time to talk right now? And he called me and he just to tell me like, bro, you're going to make it, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, what's happening to you right now is what happened to me. And I saw something switch and you're going through that right now. And I just wanted to call you and let you know.
Yeah.
And I was like fucking touched.
I can totally relate. And he's right. No, he's right. 100%. And you know, sometimes I think when you're on the grind and you're really putting everything into it, sometimes, man, when you're like at the top of the hill, it's kind of like running a hill, right?
Yeah.
Think about when you're trying to run up and over a hill. What's the hardest part? The top. Getting over that top, right?
Yeah.
Like that's where you're going to be falling and wanting, you know, just wanting to die, not realizing you're right there, you know, and sometimes it seems like it's longer than it is. And it just makes you want to give up. There are so many things, but somebody said to me, right. And I know like sometimes it's longer. So don't pay attention to the exact time frame, but they said, if you can do something for an entire year straight, without giving up, you've beat 80%, because the 80% of people are going to fail and give up. Now, if you can do it for 2 years, you beat the 90%. So now you're in the 10% of people. Now you're only competing with 10%, because 90% you're going to give up within 2 years. So, you know, if you have a mindset like that, where, you know, you're not going to give up. I'm not going to be the 90%. I am going to grind this out no matter what. You have no reason not to succeed. You have to, you know, obviously do the efforts that it takes to succeed. And, you know, obviously, because you can't just do content. That's not the way it goes. You can't just do content. You have to do what works and the things that do work, and focus on those things and constantly try to improve. But if you constantly work on yourself, man, just like exercise and working out, man.
I literally was going to point that out, is like there's this picture of me where it was like, so my peak weight was 170 at 5'9", which is fucking crazy, right? Like, but I was getting a little chubby, so I had to dial it back, like right? I stopped taking the mass gainer. This is how insane my metabolism is. Stop taking the mass gainer for 2 days. I lost 5 pounds, bro.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so I dropped down to 165 quick, and I think I'm right around there right now. So I'm not gonna take
Which mass gainer were you taking?
Optimal Nutrition, I think.
Okay.
I was gaining almost 2 pounds a week. It was pretty crazy, but
that is nuts.
Yeah, I was gaining, but I was also eating 5,000 calories a day. So
that makes sense.
So right now I'm at around 4,000, I think.
Okay.
Just a diet of fucking, you know, fiber and fucking protein and baked potatoes and shit. Like literally I eat that 3 times a day. I eat 15 ounces of meat a day, mostly turkey. and just fucking baked potatoes up the ass, bro.
But that mask gainer though, man, it
Yeah.
made you put some size on for sure.
It did, and I kept
That's
some
good.
of it. I kept some of it. But I was like, when we went to Atlantic City for my anniversary, I had a regular meal. You know, when you eat like clean food for a while and you eat a regular like restaurant meal and you eat restaurant meals the whole day, bro, my stomach was like so big. Kelly was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
So I dropped the mask gainer and this is where I'm at. But that's what I'm saying.
Drinking
Like
right now, I'm drinking it's a protein shake, but it's heart, liver, and kidneys.
Yeah.
But it's good though. It tastes good. Like it doesn't taste like
yeah. So
but
it's
the point
like powder.
is that
you got powder.
Yeah, but the point is that a lot of people try to put that in their diet, but it's very hard to eat. Like it's very hard to
I'm
eat
not liver
liver
king,
and
bro.
stuff.
Like I cannot.
I'm not either. That's why I got it in a powder form, but the shit's
Yeah.
delicious. So it makes it to where I can drink one of those a day, and one scoop's 25 grams of protein. So if I put 2 scoops in, I'm getting 50 grams of protein. So.
Yeah. So I do 2 scoops of protein, 100 grams of oatmeal, and then 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and then 300 milliliters of almond milk. That's my first meal at 6 a.m.
Oh yeah.
So I have to eat it. I have to. So then after that, after the workout, I do the protein shake, double scoop of protein, 3/4 cup yogurt, 16 ounces almond milk, and then 1 banana. That's the second meal. And then after that, I have to eat the 5 ounces of meat. It's each meal. I do 3 more meals after that. So right now I'm at around 4,000 something calories, and I'm still fucking skinny, bro. That's how insane these Asian fucking genetics are. Like I'm trying very hard, but there is growth, you know. I don't want to get too fitnessy. Like
yeah, I know we're probably having people fall off right now. You can also cut stuff too. So
I mean, you know what? Like I'm gonna cut the doorbell part, but I think people
but the multiple doorbell.
Yeah, I know it's fucking.
I'm just fucking with you.
You know what I really thought was funny? You did a live show recently where you and Kara were watching like knife kills.
Yeah, it didn't go too well.
Bro, I was laughing so hard because there was this one part, right, where one of my favorite actors, Mads Mikkelsen, kills these 2 people. And you were like, what movie is this? It's from a show called Hannibal, and it's about Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, okay.
And you know, he like guts the guy and he's like hugging him and shit.
Yeah.
You guys are so funny. Did you get flagged for copyright on that?
Fuck yeah.
You
But I
did?
think they're gonna give it to us because it's still fair use. But yeah, we did get hit. But then they released it back to us. But I think they're gonna let the creator determine. But we're gonna get it. We'll get it.
Dude, that's so funny. And
you get a knife. You get a knife.
Dude, and then Kara was scared because in that movie Black Swan, the girl's neck like stretched out. I was cracking up. I watched
next time I'm gonna plan them because I went off of I just winged it and it didn't go well because it just didn't.
I think it was pretty fun for the audience though. Because I was looking at the comments and people were having a good time.
If I would have planned it, it would have went so much better.
Sometimes you got to do it off the cuff, man.
I did.
You know, the sharpening business. Are you still doing that, or you just don't have time?
I am, but my books are closed. Like I have a couple like friends that I do no matter what.
Yeah.
But besides that, like I've had my books closed because I had a couple big ones that I had to finish up, and now I'm like. I got a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to do. And if I'm taking in knives right now, I'm not going to be able to do it. So I'm going to hold off on opening the books up for just a little bit while I
get some stuff done.
Yeah, get some stuff done and get into, because like I said, I'm trying to do better videos. So I have like a bunch of things I have to do that are already.
Explain that, by the way. Like, what do you mean by that?
Okay. So like, just for an example, right? Just an example. I recently bought, and it sucks, man. I bought a wasp knife. Do you know what a wasp knife is?
No, but I can Google that right now. Wasp knife?
It's probably the most deadliest knife in the world.
Okay.
It's a knife that it has a CO2 air.
The injector thing. Okay. Yeah. I know what it is now.
Right. So I bought one of those. I got screwed over on it. Doesn't matter. Blah, 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 blah. Well, now I bought another one because I had this whole video planned. I literally spent a whole bunch of money on fruits. I was like ready for it. Well, it didn't show up. And like I said, I got screwed over on it. Well, now I bought another one to do. So literally already I've got a lot of money invested in this damn
This
video.
wasp fucking
This damn wasp video.
yeah.
But I'm going to like do blow up watermelons and stuff like that. I'm gonna get a bunch of fruit.
Amazing.
Yeah,
That's gonna
so like
crush, bro.
so a video like that's going to be really good for the algorithm, and it'll be a fun video for the viewers.
Yes.
So I'm going to try to get videos that are good for the algorithm, that the viewers are going to love to watch, love to see the type of content, but then also do good on the video part, like the filming, maybe multiple different angles. I'm talking about possibly getting a slow-mo lens where I can slow things down.
Well, you know who to talk to already, right?
Yeah.
You know, our boy Brandon is the fucking shit when it comes to like I was in this collab with like a couple of big EDC create not big, like I can't even say that around you, but like they're good creators. They're like more in the vein of what Brandon does, right? And I watched all of them with Kelly on Saturday. And still, bro, like our boy is still like king dog when it comes to that style.
Yeah.
I think Best Damn EDC is pretty good too, but I think
he's really good. Really
Brandon
good.
is fucking clean though. Like his lighting is top notch, bro. It's insane. So I always when I have questions about filming, like I just ask him because like he just researched it. But I think when I wanted to ask like what you mean by better, because like I think your videos are good already. You know, I don't necessarily want like you to get super into like, like color editing and stuff like that. Like, it's just
no.
I
guess what I'm saying. So like there's different things, because it's not like I'm just going to do all the videos like that. Like certain videos are still going to be pretty much the same, but they might be a little bit more refined. Like I like when I do, like say a Fast 5, I throw B-roll in there. So you get very good, clear clips of the knife. Right. Yeah. Maybe possibly like you say, if I say, and I'm just throwing something out there, if I talk about it cutting something, I might throw a B-roll in of me cutting that thing. And I've been doing that stuff for a while.
Yes.
But doing it better, like to where I'm doing more of that. It's cleaner. The editing is clearer. My thumbnails are better. We literally just bought a new thumbnail editing app, so we can do a little bit better thumbnails. Things like that, but then also more time, because like certain videos, I in order for me to do really good with them, I can't just pump them out. Like I literally have to, put more work into them. So I might not be able to upload a video, say tonight, because I'll have to work on it tonight. So maybe it'll go up tomorrow. So it might take a little bit more time and effort, rather than just putting it out the way it is, more refined. And then also, this is the big part, because yes, I'll do that with all those other videos, but you probably won't notice much difference. You'll just be a little more refined. But then this is the big one. I have videos that I know will do very well. And we both know, me and you both know, YouTube's like a wave, right?
Yep.
You got to hit the wave when it comes.
Yes.
Right? Well, right now, my wave, I'm fucking sinking. So when my wave comes back, I want to make sure when I'm doing those videos, the heavy hitter videos, that the people that watch them love them and enjoy them and want to subscribe. If they watch and they don't subscribe and I don't get another view from them, I failed. So I want to make sure that those videos, titles, the thumbnails, and the video is such good quality. They want to subscribe. They want to follow. And I know what videos will do well. It's not the video knowing what video, it's the video itself and how much effort I put in and time and all of that. And it just might take more effort. Like say, like right now, I have a whole list over here of some heavy hitter videos. Like soon I'm going to start doing, I've always promised I was going to do this and I still haven't done it, but my favorite knives, like, because I always talk about best and top and things like that, but I never say what my favorite knives are, because it's very difficult for me to.
It's so hard, bro.
It's so hard. It's so hard. It's like, tell me who your favorite child is, right? It's so hard. So I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do it to where I have like my 5 favorite knives, but then it's going to be like my 5 favorite best looking knives. And I'll
Okay.
have like a little series, right? So like
Yeah.
the knives that I think look the best, like these knives like speak to me. They look the best. I think they're the best looking knives.
Yeah, like
And then
aesthetics. Yeah.
right. And then maybe another knife with another thing to it.
Yeah,
And
like
then
the
do like a
best
little
action, best
yeah.
fucking
Do like a
best
little
fit and
series like
finish
that.
knives, like literally anything that is gonna make people, because that I mean those are
But
gonna
my
crush.
favorite though,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
it's gonna be tough. But then like I have other ones, like I have this cut sleeve video coming up where I bought cut proof sleeves,
yeah.
and
Bro,
I'm going to take
you're gonna go to the hospital again, bro.
yeah. So
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna take a factory edge
Yeah,
with and two of the exact same knives. One I'm gonna make as sharp as I fucking can. Like I'm gonna put my best edge on there versus the factory edge of the exact same knife. And I'm gonna see if the factory edge can cut it, and then we're gonna challenge my sharpest edge I can possibly put on
and
a
you're
knife.
gonna stab yourself, dude.
No, I'm gonna try to slice it.
Okay, I was like, you're gonna win.
No, I'm gonna put it over a fruit or something.
Oh shit, bro! Do you see my? I fucking have a thing now. I didn't ever notice that, yo.
My
What
knives
the
are so
fuck?
sharp they cut you.
All right, let me
Video.
see if I have some more questions here. Actually, Ben Banters was on your live show, man. Like, what was that like?
Yeah, that was
bro?
awesome, man.
Yeah.
You know who else is coming on? Jim Skelton's coming on soon.
Oh shit! Oh
Yeah.
shit, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah,
How
there's
was
something I
that? What
wanna
was
ask
that
you.
like? What?
Oh, well, I want to ask you something really quick because
Yeah.
I've recently started doing tomorrow because you're coming on my live tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess I might as well talk to you about it right now
Mhm.
because we've started a new little thing on my channel where we talk about men's fragrances 15 minutes before we do story time. Okay, story time's at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
And at 8:45, I do like the fragrance of the week, basically.
Yeah.
So I don't know if and it doesn't have to specifically be men's fragrances. It could be like beard oils or anything like that. Just something men related when it comes to
I have
health,
stuff.
I figured you did. I figured you
Yeah.
did. So I was gonna say, so tomorrow maybe think about one of those
Okay.
that you really like, and we can
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yep.
So,
I definitely
all right.
have some man thing.
Nice. Well, that's cool. Then tomorrow talk about it. We'll save it for tomorrow.
Let's see what else I got on here. I wanted to ask you, like, what mic do you use?
I have I love this mic, by the way. This
Is that the knife you use for like filming too, or just for lives?
This is just for lives.
Well, what about filming?
Oh, for filming, I use a
like
Rode mic.
The lavalier, or like what?
No, I have a great lavalier mic. I've used those many times, but now I've been using just this goes on top of my camera and I can just plug it in.
Oh, is the video mic? Oh, you have that one?
It's just a cheap Rode mic.
That's crazy because
But the reason why though was because originally this was supposed to be the mic, but it wouldn't connect. And this one just connects right up and it works fine as long as this thing's over it. And I do have lavalier mics. I have a really good like I don't know how much they are, but they're kind of expensive and they are really good quality. We used them at Blade Show.
I just bought the Rode one, bro. Shit was like $200.
Yeah.
It's gonna come in tomorrow.
Man, this shit gets expensive, man.
It does, yo. It fucking really does, man. These things are crazy. Let's see what else I got on here.
What mic do you have?
So this one is the Rode Pod mic, and then I use the Rodecaster for the, to do this.
Everyday City Commentary.
What do you use for filming though? You use that?
I use a camera. That's the other thing I was gonna ask. You use a camera too?
Yeah.
Which camera do you have?
I have the Canon Rebel SL3.
I have the really, really cheap one, EOS M50.
Okay.
Yeah, it works though.
But you use the microphone from that?
No. When I film, I use, it's tough. This is why I bought the Rode, because I would have to use and record audio separately.
That's what I didn't want to do.
Bro, editing is fucking annoying. So finally, I said, I'm going to get this Rode lavalier mic, and then I'm just going to edit the video natively, and just when I chop it up, I don't have to drag the thing.
Yeah, I do not want nothing to do with that.
It's so annoying, bro.
Like, that's why I'm using the one I have, is because otherwise, if I would have used this one, I would have had to have done that. And
dude, I've been doing that for so long With the podcast too, I used to do that. Now I don't have to because everything is native with this Rodecaster.
That's
And
good.
this is
Why
the
would they ever do that? Like, I don't even understand.
You know
why
what's
that would even
crazy?
be a
All the
thing.
professionals do it that way. But
Yeah.
they have an editor. You know what I'm saying?
That's-
Like
yeah.
all like when you watch Rogan or something, they have all
Yeah, they
these
have- he
cameras
has an
set up,
editor,
and then
though.
young Jamie is just a fucking wizard, and he just
Yeah.
edits it all together.
One of these days, I would love to have that. One of these days, I am going to have to hire somebody.
Yes,
Kara,
I cannot wait for that day.
I
When
don't know
there's
if
just
you
a
know this.
kid that loves you
Well, Kara
so
quit
much.
quit her job.
Yeah, and it just helps you out and stuff.
Yeah, Kara quit her job. She's doing basically all the what? She's doing the admin work, the administration work. She's
That's
doing a lot of
amazing, yo.
she's doing a lot of the social media stuff. I still
Yeah.
do a lot of it too,
Yeah.
but she's doing a lot of the networking and shit because during the day before I'm talking like I'd wake up super early and start my day and I'd have to network, film, edit, network, like and it just be a cycle that it's like
it's hard,
man.
I'm in that right now. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you if are you just running out of time constantly?
I never have time. I never have time. I am grinding. But
do you guys still like go out and stuff?
We have a planned date to go out because she said enough's enough. Like you got to take me out. So I'm gonna.
Yeah,
take
Kelly.
her out.
I give her 1 day a week.
Yeah,
I give her
no,
1
that's
day a
good.
week.
That's
where
good. I think that's good to have time.
Yeah. I wanted to ask about Chicago, bro. Shit's kind of crazy, right? Is this all this stuff true with like the fucking people just getting let out for second degree?
So no, it's not true. Like
I wanted to know from a native person. That's why I wanted to ask.
It's true, and to the extent. So what it is, it basically leaves it up to the judge. So like, say if I committed second degree murder, right?
Yeah.
If I committed second degree murder, it could be something where I'm not like guilty to the extent of I intentionally killed somebody. Like it might be the question of whether it was self-defense, but they know for sure that like it's, I didn't intentionally kill somebody. Like say, put like vehicular homicide, right?
Yeah.
Like I hit somebody with my car. It was an accident, right? But now they're trying to figure out like, was I negligent? Was I this? Well, the judge can decide, well, this guy's not a criminal, right?
Yeah.
We can let him out and he'll, and make sure he comes back, blah, 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 blah. So things like that. So it leaves it up to the judge. And the reason why is because before, just like with me, right? Like I've been arrested and other people that would get arrested for the exact same thing would be able to just bail themselves out. But then the people that don't have the money have to sit there. And I've watched people sit for fucking a long time. A long time for dumb shit. One time I was in jail in North Carolina and there was a guy in there that had been, and I know this isn't very long, but when you hear what it was a long time. For a 1/4 ounce of weed, he was in there, and this was the 2nd month he was in there for a 1/4 ounce of weed.
Fucking time, bro.
And if I was at home, I would sign myself out for that. I wouldn't even go past, I wouldn't even go to the bullpen. I would literally walk in, do my fingerprints, do my mug shot, sign a paper, and I would walk out.
Yeah.
That's normally how it would go, but there it was different. So
That's
there,
crazy.
right. But anyways, the point is, though, is that it allows it to where it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, the judge decides your fate, and you can have the ability for the judge to basically sign yourself out rather than sit in jail for 2 months on something that you're going to wind up being innocent for anyways.
Yeah. So it's just being amped up by the media right now.
Dude, I've been to jail and sat there for a few days for something that I in the end was innocent. Like when I went to court, all I did was by the time I went to court, they dropped the charges. I'm innocent. But I already sat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
my life's already been
you already
ruined.
Lost time, bro.
Lost your job, lost time, who's feeding your dog, all these things.
Oh my God, bro.
So, and it's like, and I was innocent. So it makes it to where it's a little bit better and a little bit more fair and even for people. But it does sound crazy when you hear somebody is able to just walk out on a 2nd degree murder, but it's going to be up to the judge.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Ceramic ball pocket clips, like trash, right? Like, I mean, they just are usually very bad.
Yeah, 90% of the time. Yes,
why did they keep doing that?
Some of them are okay. Some of them are good. It's the tension, because I have a couple that are okay. They're not bad
Yeah.
at all, but it's the way they do the tension. And if they do the tension really high, it will shred your pockets over
Yeah,
time
like-
because it's one point. It's one little point going over the seam.
Yo,
So,
exactly, dude. I've had like Liang Ma fucking knives just shred my fucking jeans, dude. Just
some
shred
of them
it,
are
bro.
okay though. But yeah, I would tell people just stay away from that. Just don't even try.
Do you collect other forms of EDC gear?
Yes.
Like fidget items, pens, tops, and shit? What's the weirdest thing that you have?
I mean, I have a couple pens. I have a few watches.
Yeah.
I have a few different wallets. I have an EDC organizer.
Yeah.
I love that, by the way. I love that.
Sponsored or you bought them?
No, that was a gift from Talica. Talica bought it for me for my birthday. It's
shit.
From Tale of Knives.
Oh shit.
I did have a company send me one, but it was a knockoff one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got like little things like this, a little driver.
Oh shit.
It's also a little knuckle duster.
Yeah, it's a
you
knuck.
know?
It's a knuck,
Yeah.
bro.
But
So you just like
you know,
screwing things like this.
yeah. And it's got a little bottle opener stuff. So I got all kinds of little stuff like that.
Yeah. How about fidget items?
I don't have a lot of fidget items. Most of my fidget stuff is knives.
Okay.
I
Because
fidget with
I've
knives.
seen some pretty crazy ones.
I know.
And I'm like, I kind of want to see what that's like. Like the ones that are really thick and
The
chunky,
magnetic
like,
ones. I think I
I'm
might
like,
like them because
yo.
after I got this knife, like I've been sitting here doing this.
I know, bro.
And it makes me want to fidget toy with magnets now.
I know you're like getting into big time now with the subs. Like, what is the weirdest influencer request you've ever gotten in your emails? Like, you got to review some weird shit, like some sex toy company or something. Like, you know, what's the weirdest one you've ever gotten?
Weirdest. Well, man, I'll say this. I've turned down a lot, but I guess mostly it's like weird, probably kitchen things, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did take on one recently. It's
kitchen
actually
knife?
pretty cool. No. Check this out.
Yeah.
I've showed it on the channel once, but it's a sharpener.
Like
And
a knife sharpener?
yeah,
Kitchen
it's a knife. It's a knife sharpener, but it's a magnetic block. So you take
Oh,
this, you've probably seen it on Instagram or something. So it has this magnetic block, and then you magnet the knife to it.
Oh.
And then this thing has the stones on it.
What?
So, hold on. Come on out. Hold on.
And it like keeps the angle and everything?
This is the angle. The block is the angle. And then you put this on the table and you just go like this and you run it back and forth. So this will sit literally on the table like this. And then you take this and put it to there and just go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
So what angle does it do it at?
You have 20 and 15. So it's
And
only
it's
two
like
angles,
different blocks or something, or
two angles. So this angle right here is 15,
yeah, and then when you turn it around,
and then that one's 20.
oh my god, I kind of want that.
It's pretty cool. I mean,
Can you
I
like
think-
fuck up or?
I mean, I'm gonna test it here really soon, so I haven't really tested it. But I think the hardest part is gonna be because from the videos I've seen from it was that I think some of them had hard times hitting the tip really well. So I don't think it's gonna be good for like high dollar EDC knives, but for kitchen knives and chef knives, I think it's gonna be amazing.
That's awesome, man.
But for chef knives. But yeah, weird things though, like you know, you get tons of like Pakistani knives and things like that. Weird
like
things
Damascus,
like
bro.
So many Damascus knives. The other, like weird like box cutters and just goofy
NFTs.
Stuff. Dude, I don't even trust half of those. I get tons of weird shit like that. I don't trust none of them, not one of them.
Have you ever done a review on something because even though you knew that it was gonna bomb, but you wanted that thing?
Well, I'll be honest.
It doesn't have to be a knife. It could be anything.
Well, I'll be honest. So I had did a video that did really well.
Okay.
But the knife was complete fucking garbage.
Yeah.
I roasted the knife. Right.
Yeah.
Well, the company wound up contacting me like months later or something, asking me if I wanted to check out their knife. and I'm looking at it like, that's that same knife I fucking bombed. And then I'm thinking like, because I didn't own the knife, I sent it back to the person that sent it to me. So I'm thinking like, I wonder if I can get another good video out of this, you know? And I told him though, I said, listen, I just want you to know that like, you know, I've already had it on the channel and it did not do well.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know if you've changed it or done any improvements, but there's a possibility I could literally talk a lot of shit about this knife, and they wanted to send it anyways. So it was all on them. I told them straight up, like, listen, there's a high potential that I'm going to say a lot of bad things about this knife, but they want to send it anyway. So
funny, bro.
That is so funny. A lot of bad things about it.
I did a review on a tower fan on Amazon.
A what?
A tower fan on Amazon.
Okay.
Right. Shout out to Drio, man. If you guys ever want to send me fans again, this is the best fucking fan I've ever owned, bro. It was $150 on Amazon, and it's like has insane just things that you've never heard of on a fan. Okay, like the high, it's like the Dyson of fucking fans, bro.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I knew because it was really hot, right? And I asked Kelly, I'm like, hey, this tower fan company, and I showed her the Amazon listing, like wants to send me a fan, and she was like, yo, do that shit. Just so
we need a fan right
dude
now.
It is awesome though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm using it right now. It's so quiet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had a company send me shavers. I had a shaver one. I had boots,
and like you had to review them.
Well, the boots I still have to. I wound up getting injured, so I wasn't able to while I was injured. So I've been testing them out now. But the shaver one, they just wanted me to check it out. That was it. Like they didn't ask for a video or anything. I thought about maybe possibly doing a video. They contacted me like 2 weeks later at trying to send me something else. And I was like, I haven't even, had the time to really check this thing out. I was like, give me a little bit, and I haven't like contacted them back.
Maybe like a live show thing.
It's a really good razor though. I still use it. Like it's a head shaver / beard trimmer. Really nice. Yeah.
I think maybe like a live show situation would be good for it rather than dedicating, because like that's more your core audience that's gonna like just watch anything that you do.
Yeah,
and then you just like, yo, I got this week. Like sometimes I do that, and
that's not
people actually appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I've done a couple times of that, like where it's like, man, I don't have enough time to film a whole video on this. Let me just talk about it during a live or something. Throw it in a Fast Five, whatever.
Fast Five, one of them is a tower fan.
Yeah, one of them's a tower fan.
Dude, it was absolutely awesome fucking catching up with you, man. It's always great to have you on here. And everybody, please follow Neeves Knives. If you don't already, what are you doing? I'm gonna plug all the links in the description. But this is your boy Ray and the Everyday City Carry and Neeves Knives saying peace. This video is brought to you by the Beautiful Leather Goods by Andar. All products are 100% full grain leather. Orders over $35 get free shipping automatically. You get free exchanges and a 90-day return policy. Maybe you want to pick up the Apollo. Or if you're like me and you want to go super minimal and slim, you'll probably check out the Monarch. And our wallets have this cool, unique pull tab. They go like this, getting your cards out. That allows quick access to your cards. Head over to andar.com and use promo code EDCC to get 15% off your entire order.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.